This is Excel Champ. In this video, we're going to learn how to quickly and easily make a bar chart using our sample data set. If you'd like to follow along using this same data set, I'll include a link to download this file in the description down below. So for this to work, you're going to want your data laid out in a similar manner which we have here, with one variable as headers in a row, similar to what we have here as months, and you're going to want your other variable, in this case it's the different items we've sold during those months, included in a column. Now to create your bar chart, all we're going to do is highlight all of our data. We're not going to include these totals because we don't want that included in our chart. We're going to go to Insert, and this section right here is Charts and has all the different charts that Excel will make. What we're going to do is click on this one for bar chart, and we're just going to create a 2D column chart. And as you can see, this pops right up and it'll automatically create a bar for each one of the months given each one of the items in the data that we selected. You could take this chart, move it anywhere you want. You could copy it and paste it into another tab. You could copy it and paste another copy in a different tab or a different location in this worksheet. Now if you want to rearrange how the data looks on here, say we want our months across the bottom here with each one of our items as a bar. What we're going to do is select this option up here, which is Switch Rows and Columns. You click that and it'll transform your data to have each one of your months along the axis instead of your items. One thing you may want to change is the chart title here. Right here, it does not have the title that we have across our data. So one way to do that is if you click in it, and up in the bar in the top here, if you just hit equal, then the title we have above our data and enter, it'll pull that right in. You could also type in whatever you want here. If you'd like to change the layout or the look of your chart, there's a couple different ways you could do that. The first is Excel has a bunch of preset layouts in the top here. And we can just click through them and see what each one of these looks like. If you don't like the way any of these looks, you click this down arrow and there's a couple more. We're going to pick this one. I think this looks good. Now if you want to refine this a little bit further, you also have the option to format anything in here. One thing that I typically like to do is the background of my chart, I like to make it a light gray so it pops out and stands out from the rest of the chart a little bit more. Also, we have our item labels right here, which show which one of these colors line up to which item we sold. I want to move this to the right side. So what we're going to do is go to Chart Design up at the top, Add Chart Element. We're going to move our legend to the right, and we'll move that over here, and it gives us a little bit better of a layout. And one thing we may also want to do is, the way this data is laid out here, we could see how each one of our items did each month, but say we want an overall count for each month to see how we did overall. You know, from January to February to March, are our sales climbing overall? What we could then do is go up to Change Chart Type. We could change this to a stacked column. You don't want to do 100% stacked column because that'll show you the data a little bit differently. For this case, we're just going to do stacked column. We're going to hit OK. And now we can see what it did in our chart is it stacked each one of these on top of each other. So here we could see the breakdown. January to February sales look like they dipped, back up in March, up again in April, and down again in May. As far as item number 10, we could see we had 26 in January, increased to 52 in February, down to 48, 51 in April, and then 61 in May. This gives you a little different view depending on how you want to present your data. Alright, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.